I would like to say hello. Let's see here. Look at this. Look at this AI picture. Okay. Let's get ourselves started here. 3+Kei. I am here to encourage you to pursue the smile by prioritizing the Lord, your physical health, and persistent education. We're here a little bit early. Usually this would be the Secret Heart Club, but I'm going to just check my emails. I sent out, I'm hoping maybe you guys being here will garner some prayer. But I sent out 2 emails yesterday to 2 group homes, requesting a visit and a meeting with them regarding their community funded facilities, which ultimately is what the James House is going to be. And if you're wondering what the James House is, oh, we do have one. If you're wondering what the James House is, it is our project. By our, I mean mine. It is a long-term Christian group home for adolescent boys. And there's a number of reasons. There's a number of challenges in pursuing this model. One is that long-term facilities for group homes for kids, like foster homes, they don't really exist. And the reason why is because Medicaid, in all of its wisdom and red tape and stipulations, requires a diagnosis if a youth or an adult is going to be reimbursed. So that's why many people have diagnoses, and it's only because the only reason they were given a diagnosis is so that their therapy session would be paid for. So me, for instance, I'm in therapy. I love therapy. Been in therapy with the same lady forever, for like 16 years. And I asked her once, like, what is my diagnosis, or do I have a diagnosis? And she said no, because you private pay. Like, I pay out of pocket. So there's not really a need to diagnose me with something that might not be there, right? And how this pertains to kids in the foster care system is you may not have a mental disorder at all. Did you know that? Like, but in order for the kids to receive services, Medicaid requires not only a diagnosis, but a what's called an SED, a serious emotional disorder. This is big boy talk. So someone like me as a teenager who was just kind of maybe a little satty pants, I had all sorts of diagnoses that don't apply today. I think it's inappropriate, but this is the only way that the kids will get a home. Did you know that? And I think that's really messed up. And I'm going to do something about it. And so what that looks like is a long-term care home without the diagnosis And with the Christian labeling, we won't be eligible for Medicaid reimbursement. It's more like, here's Johnny. His parents died in a car accident. He's a little satty pants, you know. He's a C student. And that's about it. That doesn't mean he has major depressive disorder or anxiety or anything like that. So I feel pretty strongly about that. I also feel pretty strongly that children should be exposed, youth should be exposed to Jesus Christ and have that option. Not just as a, you can go to church if you want to, but a milieu where it's like, we go to church as a group, as a household. This is how we conduct ourselves in this milieu. And we conduct ourselves also as God-honoring people within this household. That's also the difference. But Medicaid, because it's state dollars, public dollars, doesn't reimburse. So how do we pay for this? That's the major question. And so, you know, you can do community, have the community fund it. And it has failed 3 times, this model, in the past 15 years. But I think the missing link was that the general public was targeted for funds, crowdfunding, and not specifically Christians. And I will say, if you call yourself a Christian, you are called to help 4 very specific groups biblically. Number 1, of course, the orphans. Number 2, widows. Number 3, the disabled. And number 4, foreigners. No matter where your politics lie, it's just biblical, right? And so it can look a number of ways. So anyway, what I'm doing is I have located 2 community-funded organizations. One is Christian, and the other, I don't really know what's going on with it. I think it's for homeless teenagers. So I think because they don't have anybody signing off for them, maybe that's why it's community funded. Either way, both of them are successful in their own right. And so I contacted them to have a discussion about what community funding looks like. How do you do that? All right, we got John Smith, who's back. Finally, you take my advice and got too big to the gym. I think you were saying my big butt to the gym. You're welcome. Yeah, put the speed up. Next, eat 1 meal per day. I think I don't know what your intentions are, John Smith, but eating once a day is not the move for a person like me. Also the reason why fasting isn't for me. But yeah, I'm on the walk pad because today is actually my, some would say their rest day, but I still do cardio on my rest day, and I already did my cardio. So I'm just filling out my steps at this point. And then eating 1 meal a day depends on who you are and your metabolism. For a 42-year-old woman, no. No. We're at like snacks every 2 to 3 hours. And then I eat my bigger meal around 6 or 7. All right, so anyway, I just wanted to open this. This one is from the program manager at a teen homeless shelter. And they say, we would love to have you visit. Either date would work. great for us. So I think this is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I want you guys to know, if you're starting something, follow through is pretty key. So I got the, hey Jerry. So I got the email. I'm going to reply tonight. Book an Airbnb tonight, so I have to go out of town, and start setting some things up, because I'm going to have to drive about an hour and a half out of town, right, and so I want to make sure I maximize my time, because this is Montana, and the snow's about to hit, and the roads are going to get slick, and I don't want to deal with all that. But anyway, this is good news. I am grateful, and yeah, I just wanted to share the James house with you guys, give a little update. I also need to, so you guys can check out more information at PursueTheSmile.com. This is going to be one of our fundraising hoodies. There will be 4. They'll be called the $100 hoodies. But this is what's called the gym hoodie. So it is massively oversized, as you can see. If you guys are normally on this channel, I don't stick out this far. But it's a thin, it is a hoodie, so it's still a sweater. But it's like a thin kind of sweater. And so we've got the Pursue the Smile here. And then I don't know if you guys can see it on the back. It says Pursue the Smile, and then PursueTheSmile.com below it. So you can mind your own business in the gym, and people can go to the website. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I am 3+Kei. I'm here to encourage you to pursue the smile by prioritizing the Lord, your physical health, and persistent education. And I'll be back tomorrow. Our usual time is 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I'll see you tomorrow, and PursueTheSmile.com. Talk to you later.